Hi everyone. I had a subject on my mind that I was thinking about making a video for a long time, and it's the subject of when you're buying your records, how you go about negotiating the price, or do you? You know, it's funny, most of my life, up until only recently, I never really got into this haggling business. You know, I've always felt uncomfortable going to record shows, and not just record shows, but I mean anything that I buy that's collectible or something, and saying, you know, gee, you know, will you take such and such amount of money for it? You know, how about this or that? I don't know why that is. I always felt like, I don't know, difficult. It was difficult for me to go up to somebody and who's got a price on an item and bring it down, ask for a reduction, a discount. But what's happened is, as you see from some videos that I make of hanging out in my regular record store so often, it's gotten to the point where I'm there and I spend a lot of time, and I see almost every customer come in there and go up to the counter with records, and they almost always ask if he can do any better, if the store owner can take some dollars off, and almost always he says yes. There's only some cases where he will say no. That being in cases where maybe there's an item that's just put out and it's fresh and it hasn't really had a chance to, you know, be looked at. It's still not enough time has passed. But also in this particular case, in my store, they really do price albums, records very reasonably to begin with. They're already under the amount that you would have to pay online or from other record stores. So I can understand not wanting to bring the price down. But the point I'm getting at is, ever since I've seen these transactions going such a way at my store, now I do the same thing. I mean, you know, generally as a rule, what I used to do is, as I said at the beginning, for the most part, I would just not haggle at all, and I would just pay whatever it is because I felt funny doing it. But now, no matter where I go, I try to get a few dollars off. And that's including, you know, anywhere. I mean, flea markets, although a lot of times at flea markets the price is already pretty low to begin with. But as, you know, generally as a rule, if there's an item that I really want, and if that item is already what I consider to be a fair price, I really won't haggle. Like, let's say I go somewhere and I see a record album that I really love, that I really want to have, and I look and it's, I don't know, say $25. And I think, hey, you know, $25, that's a fair price. I think that's that's a good price. It's a price I don't mind paying. If I don't mind paying it, if I think it's worth it, I'll go right ahead and I'll just pull the $25 out of my pocket and pay it. I don't say, gee, will you take 20? You know, would you take 15? I don't do that just for the sake of it, is what I'm getting at. I don't haggle just because you can, or just haggle for the sake of haggling. If I think that the price is a good price, you know, I'll go with it for the most part. But what I wanted to do is get everybody's opinions out there. I'm sure a lot of people are just going to prefer to comment in this comment section below, and that's fine. For people that have their own video channels, some of you want to use this as a thread or a tag, and do a video response and point me to it. Anyway, I'd be really interested in seeing a video with you explaining what you do. What do you do? Do you haggle? Do you not haggle? When do you haggle? And when don't you haggle? What's the circumstances? Do you feel funny? Do you feel not funny? Do you feel it's a right, the customer's right to automatically haggle? I never really felt comfortable with it. Now I'm getting more comfortable with it. You know, you ask for a price reduction. If the answer is no, it's no. It's just the way I am. I kind of feel like a little guilty sometimes, but it's getting better. That's the bottom line. It's getting better, and I'm getting some better deals. And all these years I could have asked for a price reduction, discount. Funny to think, sometimes they even price things expecting you to haggle, you know. Things are intentionally priced higher because they expect somebody's going to try to chew them down. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think.